So here's version 7 of my space game. For this version I wanted to get warping in, reinforcements, and some auto aim on the lasers. So that's done. So there's a cone, and if something's within the cone, then it sort of tweaks the aiming point of the laser to hit the thing that's in the cone. This is necessary because of the sort of asynchronous turn structure of the game. Things are rarely where they actually are when you are recording your turn. So adding a bit of leeway in there makes it much easier to hit stuff because something might have moved from where it was when you're recording your orders to where it is when you are replaying the orders. So I've just got collision cone visualization turned on for the purpose of this video so you can see how that works. So I can tweak the angle of these things until it works nicely. That works all right. And the other thing was warping in. So there's only 2 ships at the present you can warp in, but the size of the ship determines the size of the sphere of exclusion for the warp in. So you can't warp in something close to something else that's already in existence based on the size. So if I warp in that big shield ship, you see it's got a pretty big collider bubble there that means that it can't warp in too close to stuff. But if I want to bring in a little ship, a little fighter, then it can warp in much closer to stuff because its bubble is smaller. This is kind of cribbed from how stuff works in the Star Wars expanded universe. I think it might make for some interesting sort of strategic decisions about if you've got a very big ship, you can't warp it in very close to stuff, but you can warp in many smaller ships close to stuff. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not hugely wedded to it, but if it turns out to be interesting, so be it. So there's the warping in is in service of something I want to try to stick to in this game is having soft failure modes. So when you have a mission, you have an objective, and you choose your fleet that you think is good enough to complete that objective. Actually, let me show the warping in. Boom. So yeah, I think later on task might be to add some graphical effects and a nice Hans Zimmer thump sound when they pop in, just to sell the coolness of the warp-ins. Yeah, so the reinforcements are there to act as like a safety net for a soft failure mode for a mission. So I want to set up the economy of the game such that you are encouraged to choose the minimum number of ships necessary to complete the objective. But if you underestimate that, or if something unexpected happens or whatever, then I want the option of being able to bring in more of your fleet, which will set you back economically. Like it's bad for you to have to bring in more ships than you thought you needed. But I'd rather that than just have someone fail a mission. I don't really see a huge benefit in having missions just outright fail. I'd rather someone like have to scramble to recover the mission. So yeah, that's that. So next up, I want to work on a mission menu. So you can see what mission you're going to choose, see some information about it, see the number of enemy ships maybe, or a type of objective that you want to complete, destroy this, smuggle that, protect this, whatever. And then mission win conditions will be next. So right now this is just a big old box of toys and you futz about and testing mechanics and stuff, but there's no way to win anything. This scene never ends. So I want to add the logic in there to marry up between the mission menu and the missions themselves and have that link and join and generate the scenes that has all the necessary assets in them to make that mission doable, and then check that the objective has been done. That's going to be a big chunk of work, but I think that might start to make it an actual game as opposed to just a sort of jumble of bits. But yep, that's it for now. Bye bye.